Cortex. The vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do.
Capture him!
Uh-oh.
Crash is back! There's only one thing I like more than Sonic spins, and that's Bandicoot spins. And now he is here in remaster glory.
Oh, and doesn't he look Bandicoot? Crash Bandicoot N-Sane Trilogy is a remaster of the first 3 games in the series. Crash Bandicoot, Cortex Strikes Back, and Warped. Your goal differs in each game as you battle against the evil Dr. Neo-Cortex.
If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
There's a lot of crystal collecting to do, a lot of enemies to spin at and jump on, and a lot of crates to smash.
Ah, crates and crystals, popular items in many games from that era. But this is no ordinary remaster. All the art, animation, and audio for each game has been redesigned with care and incredible detail. When you put it side by side with the first original game from 21 years ago, you can immediately see how much work has gone into bringing these games back to life.
Oh, absolutely, Darren. It is so beautiful. The level design is the same, but the look and feel to this game is much more modern. From the cutscenes to the detail in the backgrounds, this truly feels like it belongs in 2017. Especially the third game, Warped. Even Crash himself feels easier and just more fun to control. Now, Rad, this is the first time you've actually played Crash Bandicoot, right?
Yeah, I know that people really love this series, but I don't have the nostalgia for it, so when I played it for the first time, I didn't really quite get what the hype was about. It felt a little too old school in sections. I'd be having a really great time, and then all of a sudden I'd be hit with a massive difficulty wall, and my fun would just end and I'd lose all my hard-earned lives. I may have maybe once or twice rage quit a little bit.
Understandable. The first Crash Bandicoot, while a breakout game for the PlayStation, did suffer from some difficulty balance issues, especially in the more difficult boulder levels.
True, Darren, I've played those levels so many times and still I struggle with them. And a big part of it is because you're running towards the camera, so it's quite hard to see what's in front of you. And the worst part is you always die just before a checkpoint. But you can save and retry levels, and also I think the game overall plays heaps better than the original. What about the second game, Rad? Did that change your mind?
It totally did. Cortex Strikes Back was a heap of fun. There was more diversity in the levels, a better camera view for Crash, and jet skis. Whee!
The second game is great, isn't it? I actually think it's a bit harder, but the difficulty is more balanced overall, so it's just more fun.
The water and rain effects are also excellent, and Crash has a few extra moves. He can slide and crash to the ground, truly making him a Crash Bandicoot. It was a solid sequel, and the remastered version is even better.
But if you thought the second game was good, then Warped, the third one, is even better. Time travel, racing tracks, kitty tiger riding, beautiful and explosive underwater levels, and, my favorite, medieval zones with wizards and cute goats. Oh, cute goats are like the best thing ever.
Oh, they are the best! The third game is actually so good. And even better, you get to play as Crash's younger sister, Coco. And her outfit is fantastic.
Oh, I know, I just love overalls.
I do like Coco, but she has no respect for technology.
What do you mean, Darren?
Well, she's always carrying her laptop around in such dangerous environments. Laptops are very fragile pieces of hardware. I get very worried for them.
Well, it's nice of you to worry about the laptops, Darren, but I was more worried about Coco and Crash. These levels are tricky. And the enemy design is kicked up a notch for the third game, with difficult encounters such as this ape and his pots. Stupid pots!
Final thoughts, you two?
Well, quite simply, this is one of the best remasters I have ever played. It was a huge nostalgia hit for me, and I just loved every minute of it. So I'm giving it 4.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
I loved it too, Barjo. You know, I'd recommend this solely based on the third game alone, but the fact that you get 1 and 2 as well is just an extra bonus. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Team Racing Nitro-Fueled is a remake remaster smushed together of the original Crash Team Racing and its sequels, Tag Team Racing and Nitro Kart.
And it's got all the kart racing staples to boot. Fast-paced racing with ridiculously goofy gadgets. Crazy, beautiful, winding tracks full of obstacles that want to stop you. You'll also, of course, be customizing your karts and swapping out characters, all the while earning coins and rewards at the end of each race. It's kart racing 101, really, with a dash of Crash.
And Crash is really what makes this one unique. As a fan of the series way back when, it was such a treat to see all these karts and maps in HD. There's a kind of instant charm to every track, seeing elements from Crash levels and zones flow seamlessly into chaotic races. Even the new tracks pulled across from the sequel games feel fun and terrifying.
Adventure is one of the game's many modes, stringing together a bunch of races in a kind of loose story campaign.
Though, if you're looking for a strong plot, you've come to the wrong game.
Nitrous oxide, I'm the fastest racer in the galaxy.
The basic crux of it being, an alien menace, Oxide, has arrived with an ultimatum.
It's a little game I call survival of the fastest.
Win all of his races, or he'll turn the entire Earth into a parking lot. I mean, in fairness, I'd feel compelled to race if the fate of the entire world depended on it.
Yeah, it's a fair deal. Adventure mode will have you burning rubber across a big old hub world. There's multiple zones, each with teleportation pads leading to a race. To progress beyond a zone, you'll need to come first in all races and beat the pesky final boss. I don't know about you, Jem, but the need to come first in every single race was a bit of a killer. Can't they just be happy with a podium finish?
Yeah, it was a bit of a head-scratcher and eventually hair-puller of a mechanic. The additional races will only unlock when you hit first place, meaning you'll be grinding the same map over and over until you win. You will always get some coins and nitro fuel, so there's a bit of a reward for continually coming in last place. But man, this game is hard, like high road hard.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Roll the tape.
All right, it's near impossible to come first in some races, but I guess difficulty was always part of the Crash charm, although here it's less charm and more pain. There's also a bit of pain in the controls. Despite having two possible layouts, everything feels a little off. Using either shoulder buttons as the drift button, then timing a hit of the other one to start the boost. It's confusing enough, but they don't even give you a tutorial.
Go faster through turns by power sliding. Press the power slide button.
Which button is that? But maybe we're just bad.
I just don't remember it being this difficult. One thing I do have fond memories of, though, is battle mode. The original game only featured a simple gadget-based battle mode, firing gadgets and winning by getting the most knockouts. But Nitro-Fueled reels in the additional modes featured in the later titles. Capture the flag, steal the beacon, last kart driving, and crystal grab. Although I did find them a little bit simplistic.
Yeah, the AI is a little sloppy at times as well. I had a fairly easy win in Crystal Grab, continuously getting the speed gadget and just skirting the edge of the map until the timer ran out. But as always, the best thing about kart races, you don't have to rely on the AI.
Yes, a couch co-op is here. All the modes are available in local multiplayer for up to 4 friends, and it's all fairly easy to just drop in and play. I'm always glad to see split-screen multiplayer in a game, especially in one as chaotic as this.
And if you really want to, you can brave the online multiplayer. Whilst it's always fun to race with people across the globe, there's no ranked play here. So you'll be thrown up against players with better karts and hours of experience. It all feels a little unbalanced and at times unfair.
And even though other kart races opt for a similar unbiased system, CTR is crazy difficult to begin with. So jumping in to face Masters is just asking for a bad time.
But setting aside the excruciating embarrassment that is online multiplayer, how do you feel about this whole remastered package?
While I don't think it has as many features as some of today's kart races, Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled is still a bit of vibrant, nostalgic fun, full of wacky characters and inventive maps. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Yeah, despite the surprisingly high difficulty level, there's plenty to love here. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 rubber chickens as well.
So how many times did you lose?